Hello, I'm Dr. Quinn, and I hope this video can help you understand how to talk to your teenage kids about things they're going to go through. Peer pressure, making good grades, and just making the good decisions that they have to make to be successful adults. Now, what I tell my parents is it's important to let your children know that you made mistakes. You are not always perfect. And something that I do, even with my own daughter, is use some of my own personal life experiences to just let them know, life is real and it happens to us all, and maybe they can learn from our mistakes. An example would be, I told my daughter recently, we sat down, and I told her about an experience that I had. And basically, it went back about 2 years ago. I was dating this young lady, a very attractive lady, and she wanted to see where I was from. So I took her down to Macomb, Mississippi, and we were at the gas station. And just to make the scene complete, we were in the Porsche, nice car, nice looking young lady. And this guy comes running up to the car. And he's got tattoos on his neck, earrings, tore up t-shirt, pants hanging down. He's got a cigarette in one hand, a beer can in the other with all the gold teeth, and he's screaming like, "What up, Quinn? My blank blank, I want to hang with you, man. I want to be down with you. You the man. I want to ride with you. You got this car, you got this girl. I want to be down with you, man. You the man." So I stopped. Now, the reason I stopped is I wanted to connect with my daughter at that point to make sure she was paying attention. And that's what we have to do as parents, because we can talk to our kids, and sometimes they'll just be looking out the window thinking about a movie they saw last week. So it's a good idea to engage them in the conversation. So I asked her, I said, "Daughter, what do you think I told this guy?" And she said, "I don't know." I said, "You know what? I just drove off, left him standing there. But I want you to repeat. What did he say?" And she said, "I want to hang with you. I want to roll with you. You're the man." I said, "Okay, make a note of that." Now, the girl that I was with asked me, "Who was that guy?" I said, "I don't know who he was, but I knew who he really was." I told my daughter, let's go back 20 years, because I knew who the guy was. The same guy approached me. I was in the 10th grade. I was on my way to football practice. It was the week before the game, maybe that Tuesday. And he had two other guys with him, and he said, he walked up to me and he said, "Tim, today is going to be your day, brother. We got the finest girls in school, me and these other two guys. We need you to join us. Because today, son, you're going to become a man. We have some weed, and, we're going to smoke weed with these girls, and whatever goes down is going to go down." So I asked my daughter, I said, "Saffron, what do you think I told him?" And she said, "You told him no." I said, "Saffron, I told him, yes, let's go. Let's go." Because that was going to be my chance. That was going to be my chance to roll with the cool guys. I was going to be with these girls, and these girls, I knew who they were talking about. These girls, they never even spoke to me before, but they were going to speak to me today. I was going to be cool. I had never even seen weed or marijuana. I didn't even know what it looked like, but I was going to do it because I wanted to be cool. So, I told the guys, let's go, and my daughter, she looked real puzzled. She was like, "Are you serious, Dad?" I said, "Yeah." Anyway, I told my daughter that God stepped in. And another guy was on his way to the field house, and he was like, "Tim, where you going?" I said, "Hey, man, I'll holler at you later. Got to go." He said, "Look, Tim, if you don't turn around, 3 things. Number 1, you're going to have to run laps every day. Number 2, you're going to get a paddling in front of everybody if you're late for practice. Number 3, you're not going to dress out if you miss practice. So on Friday night, you'll be in the stands with the band." And I was like, "Oh man, my dad's coming down to watch me." Although honestly, I wasn't going to play because I was in the 10th grade. But I had to at least be on the sideline. Maybe somebody might get hurt. My daughter, she kind of laughed. But anyway, the bottom line is I told the guys, "Hey guys, I can't go." So I asked my daughter, I said, "What do you think they called me?" And notice, parents, I involved my daughter in the conversation to make sure she's paying attention by asking her to give me her thoughts as we go along the journey. And this is what you should do. Because so many times we parents talk to our kids and they're looking out the window thinking about when is he going to finish. So involve them in the conversation. "Well," she said, "they probably called you a nerd, lame, gay and all this." And I said, "You know what? They did. They called me every night." One guy even said he was going to punch me in the head. I was so sorry. But I didn't go with him. I let them go ahead. And I felt like a total loser going to practice. But Anyway, I was on the field, and I saw a police car go by with the lights on. I saw 2 other cars go by with the lights on. And I asked my daughter, I said, guess what happened? And she said, what happened? I said, well, the guys went over there, and sure enough, they had the finest girls in school. They had the marijuana, and they approached the girls, and they said, well, look, we got the weed. We want $5 from each of you ladies. So the ladies, they put out the $5, weed exchange. They got caught. All the guys went to jail for 1 to 2 years for distributing drugs on school campus. And I asked my daughter, I said, if I would have gone with them, do you realize I would have gone to jail with them? And she agreed. So I said, now let's talk about it. At the gas station, 20 years later, I'm the man. At the field house, 20 years prior, I'm a loser. So how did I become the man from a loser? And she said, well, Dad, you didn't go with them. And I said, I made a good decision. I had some help. You know, God sent that young man on the team to get me to come into reality, to go with him. I did have help, but I made a good decision. And what I want you to take from this, you know, I told my daughter, is one bad decision can change the course of your life. And I told her a little bit more about the young man that, you know, went on with the girls. And, you know, basically he's been in and out of jail since he's gotten out. I have family at the police department in Macomb, and they tell me that he's been in and out of jail for, you know, stealing small amounts of money, selling drugs, child support. He's even overdosed, been in and out of the hospital. He's got so many problems, and it's because he made a bad decision, and I would have been right with him, because to go to college, to graduate, become a doctor, that would have been hard with a criminal record for selling drugs. So what I want you parents to take from this is it's okay to tell your children that you've made mistakes, that you're human, and just really, you know, help them identify with you so they can really understand the struggles that you made, and they can learn from it and know that this can help them. They can learn from your mistakes. Thank you.